Dear Mr. Lamb, I've had a bad back for 40 years. When I first got my bad back, I went to the doctor's. He said, "You got a slip disc." I was 22. I've been loading cauliflowers onto a truck, and I hadn't had a thought or a care in the world about my back. Never been taught when I was young. Didn't even know backs could go out. He said to me, "Go home, put a plaster on it. Don't move the plaster." 40 years later, no, the plaster wasn't on there. 40 years later, I'm still wondering when I'm going to get a massage from the NHS, or when I'm actually going to get one of the NHS doctors to lay hands on me and find out what's going on down there. It's quite easy to see. There's a gap between the bones. Obviously, if I bend down the wrong way, the disc pops out again. Now, if I was to sit in a chair and not get any exercise, I'd be find it rather difficult to get up and stretch my legs. My hamstrings would be so tight that I might as well get a wheelchair. But if I'd have got a massage in the first place and had NHS osteopaths working on me, obviously I would have needed a lot of massage before they started clicking. They might have actually found that the tendon there had been inflamed for years and years. And it was so inflamed it was constantly pulling the spine out of line, putting pressure on muscles around it, repercussive pain in different other places where the muscles had shortened to compensate. But my doctor says that massage is not proven. And I can't get an osteopath on the NHS now. You can only get trainees. And after 40 years, it's a bit hard to let a trainee sort of attempt to click you when they're still learning how to do it. Also, if they'd have done 55 minutes of massage instead of 55 minutes of asking me questions about my medical records, I might have been ready for the osteopathic treatment. I mean, when a record's going to be accessible to other parts of the NHS, so that instead of going into the doctor and having to explain every single time the dates that it happened, how it happened, what kind of life I've had, where does the pain hurt, on a scale of 1 to 10. I mean, this has all been in my records, numbers and numbers and numbers, over and over and over again. But every time I go, if I don't know the doctor, they don't know me. And even if they have just seen me for the first time, I've had doctors write me letters putting my dates in a different chronological order. Now, there's no way that I can forget the chronological order of my dates. I mean, after all, I've had to reiterate them that many times to doctors. I've got them sort of logged up here. But they keep saying to me, "Oh, well, we need to put our records in." Well, actually, what you need to do is give me a massage and put me back in. then instead of telling me to go home and exercise, I could actually go home and exercise, and I wouldn't be doing myself more damage. I wouldn't have to take the pain pills, getting stomach problems and not wanting to eat. And I might actually be able to motivate myself to go out for some work, which I would dearly love to do. Thank you very much.